Okay, I'd like to do some quick videos on enclosures and heat. Ball pythons don't need special lighting, but they do need heat underneath half of their enclosure. The goal is to keep half of the enclosure where the surface, the belly of the snake would be at about 90 degrees, and the other half would be cooler at 75 to 80 degrees. Okay, do that by using these heat mats. If you just plug the heat mat into the wall, it will get too hot, so use a thermostat. The thermostat has a probe. Make sure that you firmly attach the probe to the heat mat so that they would never come apart. If the probe comes off the mat, then it's not going to be in control of anything. Also showing that you can just plug the heat mat into the thermostat, but you can also use a extension cord and split it off and run multiple mats off of one thermostat. So go a little bit deeper here. You can see that the thermostat is set at about in the mid 90s, and so that'll keep the surface of the mat at about or in the mid 90s. Then inside the enclosure, the surface where the snake's belly is will run at about 90 degrees, and you can use the thermostat to fine tune that. Then the other side of the enclosure will run between 75 and 80. I have the enclosure set up with a hide and a water dish. So the hide is where they can hang out and feel secure. Again, noting that it's probably smaller than most people would think that the animal needs, with less ventilation. And the smaller enclosure helps the ball python feel secure, and less ventilation helps with humidity. Okay, this is showing an enclosure for more an adult male or a mid-size female. Same exact enclosure with the heat pad underneath this side. And in the larger enclosures, I'll have two hides, one on the warm side, one on the cool side. So this side is, right now, this animal's over here getting a little bit warmer. And if decided that he's a little too warm and wants to get cooler, he can come over and get underneath this enclosure. And of course, this water dish is over here. I change the water weekly. And again, having the water dish in there helps keep the humidity up. Again, just a few small holes in the side, and I also have some holes in the lid. You want to have just enough holes in the lid so that you don't get condensate forming inside the enclosure.